The Agency of Transportation has 65 maintenance facilities spread throughout the state of Vermont, north to south. We have about 575 maintenance workers. For years, we've wanted to hire tech center students or high school students. So I was at a graduation ceremony. Most of them are graduating on Tuesday and they were literally going to work on Wednesday full time. I realized that there was career opportunities that we were missing.
VTrans was willing to come to Spalding High School, try to include as many interested parties from the automotive tech program here at Spalding, and to better educate our students about the different job opportunities and occupations. People from snow plowing to mechanics to an archaeologist to somebody from aviation, to better inform our students the potential opportunities that are available, and that VTrans isn't just about truck driving.
I first learned about it because I have family members that work for VTrans, and they mentioned that there was an intern program that I could be, eligible to apply for.
My mom brought the application home and I started working here that summer.
I really like working outside, and I knew that this job would be full of outdoor activities, always involved in something.
Well, to be honest with you, when I first heard about the intern, I was like, oh boy, this is great. We're gonna have to babysit whoever starts, and they're not gonna be able to do anything, and it's not gonna work. And it changed dramatically.
When I first walked in here, they didn't really think I was capable of doing much, and then kind of proved them up.
Thinking outside the box, just fresh eyes on something that we do every day, and you get complacent with the way that you do it.
In school and stuff, they're always learning something new, and then they can bring it to us. I've heard of interns that were like, oh no, do it this way, and they're looking at them like, yeah, right, and then they try it, and it works perfectly, and they're like, no way.
The neatest thing about VTrans is we are very diverse in what we do. When you come to work, you never know what you're gonna be doing.
You might come in planning on doing something, and then all of a sudden, with the ring of the phone, what you were gonna do is no longer gonna happen, and you're off to do something else, totally the opposite direction.
Bad day outside and there's not much to do outside. We'll stay in here, clean up the shop, grease all the trucks, clean the trucks.
So there's not just a set thing, which I get really sick of doing the same thing over and over again. So this job kind of widened up my options a little bit more of what I can do.
I'm more of a hands-on person. I don't like sitting in a classroom. I'm really into this. I'd rather be doing this than sitting at home.
Through work-based learning, students are able to gain the skills that are necessary to be a professional. It's kind of scary because it's not traditional learning. You're learning by doing, and you have more of an impact and accountability because you're getting trained to be able to do A, B, C, and D.
We take great pride in anything that we do that carries through the whole garage.
When I walk into the grocery store and I hear comments from the ladies behind the register on, thank you so much for Route 16 looks great. I think that's a huge part to know that you've made somebody's day and you've made them safe. It just feels good.
Also, the guys that I work with are really decent, definitely took me under their wing.
Great guys to work with.
Makes coming to work kind of enjoyable. Everyone jokes around, nobody's really serious.
Some of the relationships that our students have had with their mentors has been invaluable. The kids get to see a historical working knowledge that an employee has had because they've been dedicated to this one job for 30 or 40 years is really remarkable.
Taking the time to show them, I think for me is a huge feeling of accomplishment, to know that you helped somebody learn something new for the day, or got them to smile or got them to talk. Because some of them are pretty shy.
I was kind of weird when I first came in here. I didn't really know how to act around anyone.
It's just really interesting to see people become young adults.
What it really is, working full-time, 40 hours a week, it gets my mind set in the growing up stage. Kind of helps you become more of a focused adult.
It gets them out of the house for the summer, gets them off the couch, out of the cell phones. The responsibility's there for them now. They start learning, the structure, and it's cool to watch them from, at first they aren't quite sure what they're supposed to be doing, to at the end of oh yeah, I'm gonna go help them. It's just really cool to see the difference and the growth.
I actually have a couple friends that are still in school that have gone and applied for the internship and did it over the summer. So that was pretty cool to see.
Of course, my goal is to get them hooked into VTrans so they'll return and maybe pick up a career with VTrans.
And the coolest thing about state government is they're one of the few places left that will substitute experience for a college degree. So as long as you graduate high school, you can make a long-term career here at VTrans.
If you start in transportation and say you want to go to environmental, maybe that's what interests you, you can get there. You can get there from here.
I want to go further into a different, field that has to do with the state. They're right on it to get me jumped in there and get my hands on.
There's so many different things you can pursue that, it's endless here.
We also can offer security. I have never heard of anybody coming to work for the Agency of Transportation and coming in on Monday and saying, yeah, here's your pink slip, we're laying off 100 people, because we need maintenance workers.
The reason I stay is because I love it. I love my job. I love the fact of being a supervisor, to be able to help others grow and get them to go where they need to go.
And to appreciate the growth that some of our students have had. So the benefits are personal growth, academic growth, where kids can make connections to what they're learning in the classroom and seeing how it actually is real because they're applying it in our job.
It gets me a foot in the door for here. If I wanted to stay working here, I think it helps me quite a bit.
Yeah, I would recommend it. It's been good all around.
It was awesome to introduce youth to what we do. We need more young people in this. So the more people we can get interested, it's our workforce for the future.
About 10 years ago, I had a manager tell me that to be successful here at VTrans, you needed 3 things. You needed attitude, ability, and experience. And he looked me square in the eye and said, I'll give you 2 of those for free, but the 3rd one's on you. That has stuck with me, and I have repeated that probably 200 times to incoming employees. This career is what you make it, and just a great place to work.